Good afternoon, it's Jan from Twink Stampin'. I'm an independent UK demonstrator. Today I have come along to show you another kit. One of the two kits that I purchased first. The first one was the Sentimental Rose, which I've used in my previous videos. And this one, which is the No Matter the Weather card kit. These are fabulous new kits now. Being sold by Stampin'Up. You can only purchase these online. They are not in any of your catalogues. So if you wanted to see, there's quite a few actually. I've not counted exactly how many there are, but there's quite a few online. Some of them will be at a cost of £18. Now these kits include everything that you will possibly need to finish your kit. The other kits come with just the cards and some die cuts, etc., but doesn't come with a stamp set and the stamp block, and they're much cheaper. They are I believe £11.25 each. So I think that these £18 ones are absolute fantastic value for money. You'll get full instructions. This is a full instruction sheet on how to put together your cards step by step. So that is good. Comes with a stamp set. Back to front, upside down, back to front. Yep, quite a variety of sayings there, and a few. You've got a couple of clouds there, some raindrops. Quite a nice little set. A block. Getting quite a collection of these from the different kits that I've been purchasing. A stamping spot in basic grey. Some dimensionals. Some little raindrops. Little epoxy resin raindrops. You've then got some glue dots. Some twine, so it's green and white twine, that one. And then you have in the pack you have 3 designs of card, and you have 3 of each design to make. So these are the mats of your card. So that's those 3, and these 3. Oh, I've lost one. Probably on the bottom of something. Yeah, it's on the bottom of that one. Those 3. And then 3 of the wellies. That's your card. These are die cuts. You'll also receive, and there is 3 sets of these. Really nice. Love, 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 love. Those, of course, you can use them how you wish. You don't have to follow the instructions on the instruction sheet. You can create to your heart's content. Then if you've got some die cut labels, all stitched, which is nice. Then you've got your card blanks, and really nice quality card, I must say. This, you know, previously I've had kits and I've not been totally happy with the not the quality. The quality is always good, but I think they could have used a thicker card. But these are just fine. So you'll get your set of cards, and then lastly you'll get your envelopes. They're all got a nice inside to them. Okay, so that is the kit that we're going to be doing today. So I am going to put some stuff away so that I don't get totally confused. I'm not going to make them all, as in all 9 cards. I'm going to try and make 3 different designs. If I run out of time or I've been going on too long, then I will stop. So I've got my 3 cards, so I'll pop these away, and then we'll just put everything in the box, and we'll take 1 each of these because we know that we're going to be using 1 of each of the designs. And then that one. And then we've got our 3 base cards too. So we'll get started. I think what I might do is actually sit down while I'm doing this today. I don't think there's any real need for me to stand up. Right. Excuse me just 1 minute, please. Right, sorry, I do apologise. I had to answer that that message. Right, which card should we start with? I think we'll just start straight away with the one. Well, let's see what the instructions tells me to start with. No, we're going to start with the little one. So we'll have a seat. I'll get my pad open first. This one always a bit tricky. I always make a right hash of it. I should use a nice sharp pair of scissors really, shouldn't I? But I can't. I don't have them to hand, which is bad if I'm sitting here doing some crafting this afternoon and I haven't even got my scissors. I'm going to have to get my tin. Honestly, today I don't seem prepared at all. Well, I'm not. I'm doing this. I'm rushing, to be honest, as usual. I've got 10 ton of things that I should be doing. Because I've been cutting grass and doing all sorts of stuff this week, when in between the showers, of course. Yesterday was absolutely horrendous. The downpour we had was, it was actually a storm. It was a thunderstorm. Had loads and loads of rain, so I couldn't cut the grass yesterday. But the couple of days previous, I've been mowing the lawn and tidying indoors and doing all sorts of things other than crafting. I think sometimes you just want to get away from it, and that was one of the times. So I am rushing my video today because I know I've got to get it done. Not that I don't like doing videos for you. It's, as I say, life just sometimes runs away with you. Next week, if I have time, I will do a video before I go, but I'm actually going to a family wedding, so I am not going to be at home for a few days next week, beginning of the week. So I may not even be here to make it. As I say, if I get time, I'll make it before I go, but other than that, you might not see me until the following week. So if you just wonder, not that you will, but if anybody does wonder where I am, that's where I am. Right, stop waffling, and we'll carry on now with our cards. So I want to do this one, which is this card. And we are going to use, it's telling us that we need to put on the block, we need to put this stamp set. Not quite sure what it's supposed to be, but I'm going to take that right off because it winds me up. Keep picking it up, putting it off and whatever you so. Load that up. And I'm going to use my new ink pad. Oh, I like this pad. And then I think we're just going to stamp across here. As I say, I'm not even sure what it is, to be honest. I really ought to get a bit of paper underneath here. I don't worry too much because these are wiped clean. I've laminated my grid paper. But I ought to have a piece of paper and then I won't have to keep cleaning it. I'm not lazy. Here we go. So we'll add another bit of this. Maybe I've done a bit too much, but hey-de-ho. hey-de-ho. And I think that is the total sum of the actual stamping. Now, I don't know. I think that is it for this one. I'm going to take off my excess, my little Simply Chamois. I'm going to pop that back down. Next, it looks like I've got to put my wellies onto dimensionals. Honestly, this kit is so simple. It's so very simple. I'm going to use these ones. These ones are always slightly bigger than the ones that I normally have. You know, they're slightly deeper. So I'm just going to pop. I'm following my instructions. I'm going to get my pick out if I can find it to use for my... I had this pick in my stash. I bought it absolutely ages ago and I didn't use it. But now I've started to use it. I'd be lost without it. There we go. So it's told me to use some of those. And then it's also told me that I need a little rabbit. He's rather cute. And I also need a little heart. Like I say, you can do exactly what you want to do. Whoops, I didn't want it to be right there. That's it. And this one is going to be a glue dot. Because if you look on the, I don't know if you can, I need to stand up to see what's in focus. Yeah, if you look on here, that is showing you need a glue dot, and these symbols here are the dimensionals. So we're going to use a glue dot that I thought was rubbish. Not that they were rubbish, when I first, I've told you the story before, when I first had a kit, I thought they were actually a bit of rubbish that they'd put in the packet by mistake. Didn't realise they were actually glue dots. So, next. So literally, I am just going to pop that. Do you know, I heard the birds then. I thought it was my granddaughter crying. Still haven't solved me squirrel problem. He hasn't been around of late, but that's because I haven't been putting much food out. But someone told me to get it's like a baffle that goes on your feeder. That like a dome, so that they can't actually get up and past it. So that might be the next thing I'll try. I'm going to have to get a new glue out, I think. Get a new one. Brand new one. Because that one is no good. Right, let's get this. Brand new. Do like a nice new glue though. Let's hope it works. Because I do like to put glue on the back of my dimensionals. I've stuck the heart to my hand. There we go. So this is just going to be placed onto here. Oh, I love these wellies. I'm just going to pop. Well, we'll do that in a minute. Let's do our rabbit first. As I say, you can put yours exactly where you want to put them. You do not have to follow my the instructions, not my instructions, the instructions. Oh, he's so sweet. And then we'll just pop this over here. Don't want it straight though, do we? Like that. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So now the next job is to stamp Let Love Grow onto one of your labels. Now I do believe they give you a couple extra, so if you do make a mistake, you can redo it. You know, they haven't left you totally without. I'm hoping I'm in shot when I'm doing all these. Yeah, I'm not used to sitting down and crafting, am I? I'm usually standing up. I'm going to test this because I don't like the look of the ink on there. Now, what I'm going to do is what I should have done is I'm going to, the way I clean my new stamps is I use a little piece of sticky tape just to take off the manufacturer's, you know, it's like little sticky stuff that is left on the residue that's left on the stamp. Used to do this with all my rubber stamps and everything, and I sort of got out of the habit of doing it, but hopefully that has cured it. We'll soon see. We'll soon see, won't we? Looks a little bit better, not 100%. Let your love grow. I don't know if that's straight. I'm not standing up. I normally stand up to stamp. That's not too bad. It's a bit, isn't it? It's sort of a bit blotchy looking. Not sure I'm happy with that, to be honest. I'm not sure. I'm going to use... Yeah, I've got my big... I don't think it'll make much difference, but I'm just going to try something. No, it doesn't really make a lot of difference. Okay. Right. Let's do that again then. No, I'm not going to do it again. It's going on there. It doesn't look horrendous. I just would have liked it a bit better than that, but it's not horrendous. Have anybody bought a kit? You know, anybody purchased a kit from other demos or wherever you get them from? Have you purchased a kit and used it yet? Do you like the idea of new kits? I certainly do. I think they make absolutely fantastic gifts. In fact, I did a product-based class with it last month. I purchased a kit for all my ladies who came, and they sat. They sat and made their sentimental rose kit, and one lady had this kit. That's fine by me, that one. And they turned out fabulous. Really, really enjoyed sitting there with them while they made their kits. Mind you, they did say I wasn't doing a lot. Yeah. So it's got quite a nice big border on it. So where's my twine going? Oh, it's going there. Maybe perhaps should have done the twine before. Mind you, they're not telling you to do it before. That's in number 4. So Let's get the twine out. I know a few people, I'm not mentioning any names, who moan and groan about having to do a bow. And actually, some people actually left their bows off of the projects last week because they didn't like tying a bow with the twine. How bad's that, eh? What have I done with my scissors? They can't have gone far. Oh, I tied it up. Now that didn't take too long, did it? I'm quite a messy crafter, I'm afraid. I'm sorry if that's all you can see in the camera. Let me have a look what you can see. Yeah, bit of a mess, but we enjoy it. We do like our crafting. Doesn't matter, does it? So I'm just going to pop that. Let's get rid of that for a minute. So that's got to go under there. Make it a bit smaller. I'm wondering how the people in America are coping with that awful. I mean, we're moaning about all the rain that we're getting, but they've got some terrible weather at the moment, haven't they? With the heat. I'm not sure I'd enjoy that. You know, 47 degrees. No, 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 no. I can just about cope with 22, 23. That's about as much as I like. I don't really like hot weather, hot weather. So I don't know how these ladies are coping out there. So my son lives in LA and he said it's been very hot. He didn't say how hot. I'm just going to pop a little bit of glue on the back here. I know this is very sticky, but I want to be able to move it. And when it's these paddy things, you can't really move them very well. So I'm just going to slide that under there. There we go. That's better. Whoops. That's better, isn't it? So now last thing to do, pen just keeps. Now the instructions will tell you to use glue dots. So we will use glue dots on the back of here. They've only used 4. I'm going to use a few more than 4. I think that's a bit mean. Just 4. What a really easy, quick way of doing things. These kits are fabulous to take on holiday, especially if you're a camper and you don't want to have to take, you know, the whole kit and caboodle with you. You can just take a couple of kits and you could sit and enjoy doing these in the evenings if you haven't got too much to do, or not that that's likely, especially with some of the camping trips I've heard about. Yeah, or if it rains, you've got something that you can do indoors. But you just don't have to take a whole heap of stuff with you. You just take these kits. So you didn't even, I don't even have, you wouldn't even have to take the glue. Excuse me. Yeah. So. There we go. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Now, I am going to stand up for this. I just want to fold and burnish these cards first to make sure that they stay nice and flat. So that's the only trouble with the pick. It rolls away everywhere. So if I pop this down, I've got to make sure it's fairly straight. think I'm quite happy with that. And that's card number 1. Oh, hang on a minute. I think I've got some gems to do by the looks of it, which I think are the now what have I done with them? My little raindropsy things. Now where did they go? I should have left them in the bag, shouldn't I? Because now they've gone walkabout. How many crafters have I seen that this has happened to? Here they are. Look, they're just here. My table. Sit back down again. They're lovely, just clear resin. Oh, they're little blighters to get hold of. Where have they put? Just dotted them everywhere. Oh, these are lovely. I like these. And they are a little bit tricky to get hold of unless I can do it with the other end. Oh, other end of my pen. It's okay. This does. You are supposed to be able to take that bit off. I don't want to screw that bit too much because otherwise the putty will come up. That's better. Bit of a funny shape, bit of putty though. In a minute. Just put as many or as little as you want on there. One more, I think. There we go. So that's that. That's card number 1. They come up lovely, don't they? I love a kit. Really do love a kit. Nice and easy. And you haven't got to think about anything, have you? You just get on and create. Well, you're not even creating. You're copying. Okay, next. Next. So number 2 card is, oh, it's the rain cloudy one. Let's fold that up so we don't get confused. I'm just going to take a drink, excuse me. I shouldn't really drink fizzy drink while I'm doing a video. No, we shouldn't. Pop this down. Give it a clean in a minute. Okay, next. So it's now telling me I need to put this on the block and then I will need to put this one on a block. To save time, I'm going to grab another block. Just so that we can be quick. You don't want to see me crafting for hours on end. We pop that one on there. Could do with a smaller one, couldn't I? Don't really need that great big one. Use that one. So once again, I'm just going to quickly rub this bit of sellotape over the top of my stamp. Say, I think it makes a difference. You may not. It's what I've done. I always do. Okay, next. I tell you what else these kits would be good for the kids to do. A lot of you I know will have small children or young children who start their school holidays at the end of, I think it's the end of next week, I think, for 6 weeks. So this would be great for them to do, wouldn't it? Something for them to get their teeth into. You could even, you know, if the children wanted to have a couple of friends round, they could sit sit and do one each of each design. That'd be great for them. So, oh, upside down, upside down. So we'll go one here. There we go. One there. I'm not sure if that was what you're supposed to do, but that's what I've done. What's another one there? I presume that this all sort of, let's say it's a very, very dark colour. I'm not sure if you're supposed to stamp off before or not, I don't know. But yeah, it looks like, yeah. Oh well, we'll just keep going. Oh, it looks like a very stormy day, doesn't it, here? With all these clouds, dark clouds. So we'll have one here. I think that'll do. I think that'll do. I might actually just use this one again. Stick it. That'll do. Say it's your card. You can do this however you wish. And I've done it slightly different to the way they've done it, but hey ho. Say it's my card. Do what I want. Just giving the stamps a bit of a clean quickly before I go on to anything else. Sorry, I know that must really annoy you, but I like to clean my stamps straight away. I don't like to leave them. Right, I don't know why that's tinged pink, I'm sure. Okay, pop that back in there. I've got the stamp set stuck to it. Right. Sorry. Right. Next. Right, the next instruction is the sentiment. So we are going to do that on a circle, which is quite handy because it doesn't have to be straight, does it? And we're going to use the block that we've been given. Just quickly take that off. I do hope that I'm not taking up too much of your time. Most people have probably already switched off. I'm probably talking to myself now. I need to do less talking and more crafting. Oh, that's nice. Like that one. Really like that one. So that is going to go flat by the looks of it. That is going to go flat using our little, let's get rid of that, our little dots again. That one didn't, that one just stuck to the end of me pick, so that's no good. That's no good. But now it's stuck to my table, so till I get it cleaned off. You get a nice lot of these glue dots, which is quite handy. That one's stuck to my finger. Sorry if I'm out of shot again. I really must get myself some proper camera equipment. If you could see what my equipment looks like, you'd laugh. Because in no way does it even look like. I should be filming. That's fine. It's absolutely fine. It's telling me now to find some of the boots. Let's pop that on there in case we get any ink anywhere. Now it's telling me to find the boots and wrap twine around them. Ooh. Now, does one really want to wrap twine around them? And these are going to sort of go behind, I believe. No. On top of? Yeah, on top of me wellies like that. Yeah, they're all going to go on dimensionals by the looks of it. But let's first concentrate on the twine around the wellies. Not somewhere where I'd put the twine, but let's just go with it for a minute and wrap round a couple of times. I'm going to try and do a bow. I'm going to snip that off now. I've probably not left myself enough twine to tie the bow. What I'm going to do is actually tie a knot, because that's a tip actually. If you, especially when you're trying to do fiddly bows and stuff, if you can, tie a knot rather than a bow, because quite often the bow will come undone while you're trying to do it, and then you're going to get all frustrated and you're going to throw the twine away. Not mentioning any names. If you do it this way, if you tie a knot, whoops, that's a bit too, that was a bit too big. If you tie a knot, then you can get your little bow and it's not going to keep folding up on you or whatever. You'll get it much easier tying a knot first. That's just a suggestion. Okay, so that is where that's going. Okie dokie. That's where they want it, that's where they've got it. So that's that. So it looks like now we put our dimensionals on the back of the wellies. So we'll have one up here and 1, 2, and on the flowers, which are these lovely little flowers, you're going to need 3. I mean, it looks like if you turn it over, it looks like you have 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here. There must be a reason for it. So we'll stick our wellies down first. Let me just check the instructions, make sure that is what we do. Oh, that is it. That is it. So yeah, I presume we stick them down first. I don't suppose it really matters. I'm going to have a massive clear up when I've finished. My hands have got ink all over them somehow. So I'm going to I think what's happened actually is that this has gone into my ink pad, because it's where I'm holding this. I might have to wash my hands. Okay. Oh, a nice new Tombow. Right, we're just going to pop this here. Shame they didn't match the colour. The grass colour with the... needs to come down a bit. There we go. Right, now we'll take this one off. I hope you're going to have a go at one of the kits. I really do think it's worthwhile, even if you're not a kit person. I wasn't a kit person until I tried one. I mean, I wouldn't want to do kits all the time. I do like to craft and to create. But these are just fab. Brilliant. Absolutely lovely. Now we're going to get some raindrops from here. Oh, that one flew off on its own. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh, it's on the end of me thing. It was on the end of me pokey tool. Oh. Let's see if I can pick one up with this. Got that one upside down. I must say I was a little bit gutted. I wasn't going to mention the football, but I was gutted, absolutely gutted for them. They went to penalties. And to be honest, I think it's such an unfair way, you know, because it doesn't reflect on how well the players have played. I just think it's a terrible way of making, you know, one team win. It was lovely, actually. I didn't have the... I couldn't watch it. I was so stressed. It made me so stressed. I just could not watch it. And every now and then I'd poke my head round the door in the lounge where everybody was watching it. And I had to go outside to get something from my studio. And the crowds outside... we've got a local... football club, Hastings Football Club, have got their ground not far from where we live. I hope my head wasn't in that lot then. Yes, we've got a Hastings football ground, and they'd obviously opened it up for all the for the match. They must have had cameras, TVs and stuff down there. Well, the noise, I felt as if I was at Wembley. Because the noise when they scored, you know, absolute roar in there, and you could feel the how it lifted everybody. You know, everybody was so excited. It was a fantastic feeling, you know, to listen to all the cheers and the chanting and everything else. I spent the first half outside in the garden till it got too dark for me out there. On my own, scaredy cat. So I came indoors, but it was lovely. It was lovely. So just a shame. And then when they started doing the penalties, the first few, I stayed upstairs, but I could hear through the windows the cheers and the boos and everything, and I thought, this doesn't sound good. So just such a shame that it has to go to penalties, because yeah, I don't think it's a fair way, but there you go. is what it is. It is just a game of football, but it did bring the country together again. You know, everybody was, you know, cheering and was so happy. It's lovely. Anyway, no more football, promise. This is crafting channel. Right, I have to stand up. I do hope my head wasn't in there when I was filming. I'm going to have to go through this now, aren't I, and check it. Now that doesn't look too bad, does it? I was a bit worried about the clouds being all dark and everything, but no, I think they're okay. And you know what I will do before I finish today, and that would be to put some wing Castella on the flowers. So that is card number 2. That's card number 2. They're coming together really well. Right, last one, and I shall try and be as quick as I possibly can, because I know I'm taking up far too much time. Right, first things first, we need 2 blocks, because we've got 2 lots of stamps going on there. It looks like we've got some raindrops and whatever it is on the, not sure what that is actually. Got to find the stamp set first. I seem to have moved it out the way. Here we are. So I'm not quite sure what that is, but we'll just follow on that and the raindrops. Tiny little raindrops. Great big block. I think I might use a much smaller block. Only for time. We use that on there and we use that one on there. Okay. Let's do some stamping. So it looks like we're going to use this. I haven't used my sellotape, have I? See, I do forget sometimes. I'm just going to wipe that clean again. Useless bit of stamping that was. Not quite sure, but it goes pink. The stamp goes pink after you've used that ink. Right, I'm hoping that my sellotape is going to work. Yeah, not too much of a problem, is it? As I say, I will repeat myself. These kits are not available in the catalogues. They are only available online. And they are, the majority of them, the all-inclusive kits are £18. And the smaller kits are £11.25. And like I said, I think that is absolutely fantastic value for money. I really do think they are. So this is where it's telling me to go. So this is where it's going. You can hear the neighbours emptying their bins. Right. Now, here we go again. Here we go again. More twine. That's how stamping done. Oh no, we haven't finished stamping. What am I thinking? This is where we've got to do all the little raindrops now. Pretty little raindrops. So the raindrops go this way, I think. It's not very often I will use the block, my stamping block, onto my ink pad. I normally do it the other way round, but because it's such a small stamp, I'm quite happy to do it this way. Some people will tell you to do it one way and some people will tell you to do it another way. I don't think any way is wrong. Okay, that's as much as I'm going to do. I do not want to do any more. I don't want to spoil it. So, love, 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 love. Next, twine again. Twine is going to go twice around your card. 1, 2. And then we are going to tie a knot. Yeah. Once again, I am going to tie a knot rather than a bow, because I don't want it moving. Not got the greatest of patience when it comes to twine. There we go. I think it's supposed to go about there. Do realise if my head's was in shot, I'm going to have to do this video all over again. I don't like the bows going up sideways. I'm going to do mine coming this way. Right. And then it's got your little wellies. I believe these are going to go on pads. Yes, they are. If you look at the instructions here, they are going on dimensionals. Yeah, that's the next step. It looks like they've put just 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, and just 1 on there. That's how they've done it. Not sure why, but we'll soon find out. I bet most people have left by now the video because it's quite boring seeing me putting the kit together. I'm sure, 'cause I think everybody must know how to put a kit together. Right. So we need that there where her wellies are. So we need our bow. There we go, just moved it slightly. Yes, we needed to line up. Oops, oops, oops. I didn't put any on either, did I? Which is unusual for me. Let's get rid of these bits first. Sorry, I should have told you this. Get rid of those bits. Too busy waffling on. Out of the way. Line that up with her wellies. It's about right. Out of the way. That's perhaps why they did it the other way, but I'm not bothered. That's fine. That's fine. Sticking to my finger. There we go. That's fine. So that's that. And we've got to do the sentiment, which is coming up now. Oh, goodness me, I've been on here nearly an hour. I'm so sorry. As I say, I expect most people have gone anyway, given up watching me. But I have tried to do you a video to show you these wonderful, wonderful kits. Because they are wonderful. I haven't done me. That I could see then that one wasn't going to stamp out very well. I could actually see it on the pad. Not on the pad, on the actual stamp. Once I'd put the ink on it, I could see there were patches. There we go. Hopefully that's done it this time. You know what else might help too? If I'd have stamped using a stamping mat. I really must get a smaller one than the one I've got. Right, we're going to do it on a flag. Blue flag, I believe. Yes. Yes, and the flag is going that way. So let's now see, when I look through it, I don't know if you can see that, but it doesn't actually look as if the ink is covering. Let me just check. Yeah. No, I don't like that. I've given it another good clean. Let's try once more. That looks like that's got bits on it now. You always have to make sure that your stamp is clean, very clean, before you start using it. You know, because the ink will pick up any little bits that are left on your chamois or whatever it is you clean it with. Well, I'm just going to go for it now because time is running out. I'm not liking that at all. Time is running out. I have now been on here almost an hour, so I am going to say to you now, while I'm sticking this on, thank you very much for, if you have hung on in there. It's going to have to do. Thank you for hanging on in there and watching the whole of the show today. That's what it feels like. I hope you're going to give it all a go and get yourself some kits and have some fun. If you don't have a demonstrator and you would like a catalogue, please feel free to leave me a message down below and I will send you one. You'd have to be in the UK, I'm afraid. All the details of this, the products I've used today will be listed down below, and all my contact details are listed down below. Yeah, so I thought I'd get that done and out of the way before I sign off. That is just going to go across the wellies. I'm loving these. Really loving these. And then goes on its base card, and then you're done. As I say, thank you ever so much for stopping by today and watching me complete these 3 designs. As I say, you don't have to follow them. You can do your own designs, which I'm sure some people do. a lot less hassle for me to just copy what's on here today. As I say, very restricted for time this week, as usual. I'm off to a wedding this weekend. I'm going to be away for a couple of days. So I knew I had to get things sorted. I've also got classes this weekend. I'm at my wedding is actually the beginning of next week, but I've got classes Friday and Saturday this week. I'm not going to bother putting that on. There's no point. I'll probably regret saying that. Yeah. I've got classes Friday and Saturday, and I'm at a wedding next week, so I've had to get things done and out of the way. Lots of things that needed doing and still need doing before I can go away. Right, I'm going to get the Winkstella out now quickly before you go, just to show you. Just a very quick. You've got to have some glitter. You've got to. Love it. They look lovely. We're going to do that as well. And my little rabbit's going to sparkle as well. I haven't got to put loads on, but he's got a sparkle. Beautiful. I'm going to sparkle my flowers. Not my boots, but just my flowers. Makes all the difference, I'm telling you. I know you can't see them. Let's have some sparkly wellies as well. Not all of them, just some of them. Every other pair. There we go. Right, that's it. I'm really telling you that it really is it now. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I do hope you've enjoyed watching me create these cards, or put the cards together, should I say. Please give them a try. They are absolutely fabulous to play with, and they make beautiful cards, absolutely beautiful cards. I would never in a million years do cards like this. You know, if they weren't in this kit, I would never have been able to put them all together like this. Anyway, waffling far too much. Thank you once again for stopping by, and I'll catch you all later. Bye bye now.